Hello folks, my name's Emmanuel and I'm gonna be doing the review for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the Broadway play. And so today I'm wearing the Hufflepuff scarf because that's my Hogwarts house. So let's get into a little bit of the background. So I first read the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child script, which was inspired by J.K. Rowling. She did the story, and I'll admit that it's a very controversial storyline. I didn't like the book so much. It felt that it changed a lot of the characters, like key characteristics and personas, and that's like regarding the adults like Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And so I'll go and say that the Cursed Child is as controversial as to The Last Jedi for some fans is. So yeah, and in terms of the play, I did like the stage adaptation. I felt that it runs better, or it feels more smooth compared to the book. Like in the book, there are certain parts that I feel like they feel good for the book, but they don't fit as well for the play. And so that's one of the things that I liked about watching the play. I gotta be certain about this detail, and it's that the play lasts 3 hours and a half with one intermission. I think it's one of the longest Broadway plays. At least it's one of the longest Broadway plays I ever seen. I highly recommend that if you're gonna watch this play, at least watch the 8 Harry Potter films, because even though the book helps, there's a lot of references in terms of characters and events to the Harry Potter films. So I think that that's really important, so you don't feel a bit lost in terms of what they're telling. For example, if they say something about Cedric Diggory, so you gotta know who that character is, because they're just gonna mention what he did at a certain point in the films. So if you don't know who he is, you might be a little bit lost during the play. The play takes place 19 years after Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. If we want to do a little reminder, that film has like a final scene between Harry and his kids, and he's taking one of them to Hogwarts. And so from that moment on, we skip, the play arrives with Albus Potter, which is one of Harry's kids, and how he's gonna deal with his first year at Hogwarts. And from there we meet Rose Granger Weasley, which is the daughter of Ron and Hermione. We also meet Scorpius Malfoy, which is the son of Draco Malfoy. And it's really interesting because even though, like I said, the original script, I didn't agree with much about it, there are certain things in the play that felt more natural to it. And I like some of the changes that they did with the characters. I'll just go ahead and talk about the cast. So we have Steve Haggard as Harry Potter, which he plays it really well. We also have David Abels, who plays Ron Weasley, and he was really funny, and I really liked how he played his character. We also have Rachel Leslie, who plays Hermione, and she was great also in the play. If we're gonna talk about the parents, we also have to talk about the kids. And so as far as Albus Potter, it's played by Joel Myers, and even though he's portrayed as a main character or the main character of the story, I would have to say that he's great in his role. He plays it really well. Maybe some fans will disagree with how his interpretation of the character is played in terms of the story and who Harry Potter is in terms of the franchise, but I can very much see what they tried to did there with the character. And so we also have Rose Granger Weasley, who this time was played by Samaria Nixon Fleming, but it's usually played by Maya Thomas. For me, the person who stands out in this play a lot, it's Eric C. Peterson, who plays Scorpius Malfoy. And if you remember Draco, he's like, really tough, really mad and angry. And Scorpius is just like a real nice kid and funny and shy and awkward. Eric Peterson really drives a lot of energy into that character. I love that about him, and it's one of the things that I'm gonna remember most fondly about the play. We also have two characters that I feel that are worth mentioning because I really enjoyed their performances, and one of them is Delphi Diggory, which is played by Imani Jade Powers. She was amazing in that role. She's just really great, and she has this energy that makes you like her character. It plays off as really likable, and it's just a powerhouse. And then we have a character who's also from the movies, and even though in the movies we get, like, let's say, a different interpretation or different portrayal, here I really liked a lot how we had Molly Myrtle, which was played by Brittany Sainstra, and she was just super tons of fun. She appears in a couple of scenes, and the way she does it, it just pumps up the crowd. She's really dynamic, and she's just making the whole stage her like place, and you can really like enjoy her character, and she's just super fun character. But besides that, I really want to say that this is a play I didn't expect to like it as much, because, well, I have read the book and thought that it was going to be a bit similar to that, but no, it's really great. I would have to say that it is a bit longer, like you can really feel like the 3 hours and 30 minutes even with the intermission, because there's sometimes moments where it gets a bit like heavy what's going on, and you might feel even a little bit tired from the whole play. I did have to mention that because it was one thing that didn't make me enjoy the play as much, because it has a long runtime. And the other is that there were moments where I couldn't understand what the characters were saying. It's either because of the accent that they were using, or in other cases, like for example with Scorpius, he would go like on these rants, super rapid fire rants, and like I wouldn't be able to get all of what he was saying. But even though with that, like I said, it's a really good play. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you should give it a try. I know the book is controversial as it is, but the play, I feel like it has its own magic. And while we're on the subject of magic, I really like that there's a lot of visual effects in this play that are mesmerizing. They're amazing. They're bringing a lot of magic to the stage, and there's a lot of stuff that I was watching that I was just like, how did they do this? And that's part of the magic that the play has. And just the whole theater and everything inside it feels magical, so that helps out a lot. I do want to point out that there are some let's not say musical numbers, but there's some creative dance in terms of what we see in the play, and it's really great. Like there are different things that happen in the play that I feel like helped a lot. And in terms of the music, we have Imogen Heap. I think that's her name. If I get it wrong, I'm sorry. But her music just packs a punch and helps the production be more Harry Potter-like. It's great how her music helps transition from scenes into other places, and it just adds to the whole magic. Last but not least, I want to point out how the play might feel a bit long for some. I can actually see this play at some point being turned into a trilogy, like a film trilogy, because the way the play turns out, I feel like it has enough for first, second, and third film. And I just feel like there's so much material to make a trilogy out of this. And if the original cast from Harry Potter would return, I think that would add a lot to the film.